Alright, y'all, so it is definitely that time of year again where my overall interest and desire to play anything when it comes to my team, it's just completely gone. Now, typically, this usually doesn't happen till like the last month that 2K is out, even like the last few weeks. I remember 2K17. I played that pretty much up until 2K18 came out. But 2K18 was a trash game. I couldn't wait till 2K19 came out. 2K19 honestly wasn't that bad. It wasn't perfect, obviously, but I feel like it definitely was better than 2K18. And then now we have 2K20 where 2K21 is 2 months away and I'm already over this game completely. So typically in this situation, what I do is I send some passive aggressive tweets about 2K and how trash the game has been all year. But instead today I was like, you know what? I might as well do something productive with that anger and try to get some feedback and some recommendations for NBA 2K21. Now, I know the game is only 2 months away. They've probably already set in stone a lot of what's going to be within my team next year. But I feel like it's always good to have some discussion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some things are still up in the air with the game. So essentially what I did today was I prepared an NBA 2K21 My Team game modes and features wish list. So keep in mind, this isn't going to be like a gameplay My Team wish list. If you guys want to see a gameplay one though, drop a like on this video. I'm not going to set a like goal, but if you guys are interested in seeing like what kind of gameplay changes I would like to next year and everything like that within the My Team mode, definitely do drop a like on this video. If it gets a certain amount of likes, if it gets a good amount, I will definitely bring that to y'all as well. So like I said, the game is only a couple months away from releasing, so I figured, you know what, we might as well start off on the topic of domination, something I feel a lot of us grind out as soon as 2K drops. And I'm just gonna say it, man, I think they need to completely get rid of domination out of my team. The amount of stupid games that we have to play against the computer, it is just too much. We have to do normal 2020 domination, historic domination, and all-time domination. You guys could see how many games it took to get through every single one of these. I feel, even though the rewards are great, I feel like it is just such a waste of time to spend that much time playing it against the computer. And the fact that we've had to do it every year since I don't even know when. I don't know when they first added domination, but I feel like it's ran its course. So instead of giving us domination, because starting off the year, it is very nice to get these rewards right off the bat, why don't they just give us different types of start of the year challenges that we can do? I'm not saying it shouldn't be a grind, but come on, man. Like the fact that we have to go through this many games up against the computer, get this many stars and challenges and everything like that, like, I don't know, bro. It just seems way too OD. And also the fact that next gen is coming out 3 months after 2K21 releases, like, I just feel like if we're gonna have to grind domination on the PlayStation 4, and then when the PlayStation 5 comes out, if we're gonna have to grind it again on that new account that we have on the PlayStation 5, like, I'm just not gonna be trying to do all that. So I feel like there's any year to get rid of domination, it should be for 2K21, my team. But hey, man, it's 2020. I know you guys can change up. You guys can make it a little bit more intriguing, a little bit more exciting to play, besides just mindlessly playing all of these stupid games up against the computer. And all right, so now moving on from that offline domination grinder, we're gonna go to the online mode for next year. In 2K19 and in 2K20, you guys know the online mode, it is called My Team Unlimited. The fact that we have to go 12-0, the fact that you guys force us to go 12-0 in my team, where the game is not perfect, okay? This game, it isn't 100% skill-based. You can lose the game off of just RNG, random stuff. The fact that we have to go undefeated literally brings out the worst in the community. You guys need to get rid of My Team Limited, or if you're gonna keep it, I mean, change the fact that we have to go 12-0 in order to get the player of the month, because it literally brings out the worst of the community. You see the community doing everything possible just to get wins. Because hey, if you literally invest hours and hours of playing, you're 11-0, and then you lose that 12th game, you know what's gonna happen? The next time around, a player, of course, is gonna do everything it takes to make sure that they don't lose that game, or that they go 12-0, because it's just a waste of time if you lose one single game. So obviously, people are gonna be playing the most toxic way possible, using the most toxic players, doing the most toxic glitches and exploits within the game. So if it were up to me in 2K21, I would like to see some changes with the online game mode. Now, I don't think Supermax was perfect in 2K18, but some sort of point system that is consistent the entire way through, where hey, every win gets you a certain amount of points, and then every loss you lose a certain amount of points. You just have to get to a certain point threshold by the end of the month, and bam, you get yourself that card. Or what they could do is they could bring back Road to the Playoffs, because I feel like we all miss Road to the Playoffs. That was a lot of fun, and just regularly update it throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? Give us some new players, new rewards, and everything like that within the Road to the Playoffs, because I remember in Road to the Playoffs as well, even when you were like in the pink diamond tier or the highest tier, you weren't forced to go undefeated. I think you could lose like 1 or 2 games, which honestly makes a huge difference to going 12-0. And so while we're on the topic of the online modes in NBA 2K21 My Team, I also feel like they need to give us some sort of like weekend league tournaments. Now, I'm not super involved in like FIFA beef and everything like that, but I do think they have like some sort of weekend tournaments. In my head, I feel like that's just a great way for 2K to get us to continue to play this game, and a nice change up that they could have for weekend tournaments, or maybe it's like every other weekend or just even one weekend out of the month. The only way that you could play in those weekend tournaments is if you have some sort of lineup restriction. So you can only be running like 2 galaxy opals, 3 pink diamonds, a couple diamonds, some amethyst and everything like that, just to force people to use different cards within the game mode, so you don't always have to be playing up against the most stacked team within the mode as well. I feel like something like that would be fun, and then hey, you know what I'm saying, you win a certain amount of games in that weekend league, you get yourself a reward card for participating. I think something like that would be a lot of fun, because with My Team Unlimited, I mean, if you do go 12-0 early, which I know a lot of you guys do, after that it's like, I mean, what are we really playing for? I feel like them having that, as well as a different online mode like Road to the Playoffs, Supermax, everything like that, having both of those going on throughout the month, that would just be a lot of fun. It would be a lot more intriguing to play. So now moving on, for possible like a weekend tournament within the online mode, I think we also need to have a separate game mode. Something I feel like every unlimited mode should have is a draft mode. The closest thing we got to a draft mode was, I think it was 2K18 again, and they didn't update it one time, I don't think, throughout the entire year. It was literally just baseline emeralds and golds, everything like that. You can only have 5 players on your team, and yeah, I don't even know if we could even call that a draft mode because it was so horrible. But if they literally just gave us a solid draft mode, literally just draft a 10-man squad, 13-man squad, whatever it is, just put different tiers of cards in there, you know what I'm saying, update it regularly as new collections come out, you know what I'm saying, you got a chance at pulling some of the new galaxy opals for your squad, you got a chance at pulling some of the new rubies, everything like that. Just having different tiers all through our lineup, that's another great way to force people, because I don't know about you guys, I'm kind of sick of just playing full galaxy opal teams, and I know it's the end of the year, so obviously most people are going to have all galaxy opals or all pink diamond teams, but I feel like that aspect just allows people to play brain dead because their players carry them. So giving us that game mode where, yeah, you can have some galaxy opals on your team, but also you got to make use of the rubies on your squad as well. I think just all around, man, if they did a draft mode right in My Team, it would literally just be so much fun. And all right, you guys, next up what I want to talk about is the offline challenges, just like the system of offline challenges in general. Now, this year I do want to say 2K gave us some great options in order just to grind the game mode up against the computer when it comes to offline challenges, and us to get some of the better cards in the game. I think this year, if you were like no money spent or just a budget baller in general, and if you did have time to put into the game, I think it was very rewarding this year. But the one thing I want to see different about challenges next year is the fact that we literally have to sit through all of these games, and they're all full games. Now let's say the challenge is you have to make 10 threes as a team. I think that the challenge should stop as soon as you complete the in-game challenge. Once again, I understand that it needs to be a grind. I understand that, hey, if you're gonna get yourself a really good reward card, it shouldn't just come easy. You shouldn't just get it in a couple hours. But at the same time, I feel like it literally just leaves us so burnt out. Like, there's literally a Galaxy Opal Larry Bird up for grabs right now, free from just playing the game, and I'm so burnt out on doing all of these challenges all year because you have to sit through full games. I literally almost fall asleep playing these games. I just don't want to do it anymore. So I feel like, hey, set some of the games. Okay, maybe you do have to play full games, but the fact that every single game, it has to be a full game that we play, no. When we reach the challenge, if we hit our 10 threes, if we get our 12 assists, whatever it is, just let the game end right there, and then boom, we can move on to the next part of the challenge. And real quick, jumping back to another online mode, you guys can see triple threat. If they do decide to keep triple threat in NBA 2K21 Myteam, I'm gonna say, you guys need to change the court. Like, we've looked at the same court the past 2 years in a row. I'm just over staring at the same court. Maybe you guys can give us a certain amount of like different courts. Maybe that's a little bit too much to ask, but I don't know, maybe just have 3 different courts in rotation at least. And also some dope I think they can do with triple threat in 2K21 Myteam is let us play with our friends, you know what I'm saying? Let this be a 3-on-3 mode with My Team cards with our friends up against 3 other people. I think that would be a lot of fun because sometimes you get in triple threat and the person just off-balls you the whole time, and I don't know, sometimes the triple threat games are so boring. I feel like if you're able to play with a couple friends on your team, go up against another triple threat squad, I feel like that would literally just add so much more excitement. It would just be a lot more fun to grind in general. I think this is a good transition for us to get over to the packs in NBA 2K21 now. There is obviously a lot of controversy over packs within 2K. I mean, as we all know, it is 110% a gamble. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand how they're still able to rate this game E for everyone when it's literally incentivizing kids to gamble their money away to try to pull a card. But hey man, it is what it is. 2K is gonna be 2K. We all know that 2K is gonna leave packs in the game next year. I mean, that's where they make all of their money. So what I think they should do with packs next year at the bare minimum is give us what the odds are of pulling the tiers within the pack. So for example, hey, you got a 5% chance of pulling a Galaxy Opal, you got yourself a 15% pink diamond, you know, so on and so forth. They just literally tell us the percentages, because what I think is so scummy, scammy, everything like that is one Friday, the odds can be pretty decent. Like, hey, I actually pulled 2 Galaxy Opals out of, I don't know, $150, whatever it is. But then the next Friday comes around, I'm seeing dudes drop $400 this time and they don't pull a single Galaxy Opal. I think it's just pretty messed up how 2K's out here just fluctuating their odds, not even telling us what these odds are for these packs, but last Friday they were different for these packs. So that is one thing I would love to see in 2K21 Myteam, is the fact that we could see the odds of packs. And also something that I would like to see, maybe people would disagree, but at this point, I think we can all agree, my team, no matter what, it's pay to win. Could you get a good team this year by just playing offline modes, challenges, grinding My Team Unlimited? Yeah, but at the end of the day, the way that you get the best cards is by putting money into the game. So with that being the case, instead of me dropping $100 and I don't even get one of the best cards out of the collection, I get all of the cheapest cards out of the collection. How about you just give us guaranteed boxes where we get the entire collection and the set reward? As a content creator, I know, and also just loving My Team game mode in general, if every single time good cards came out and a good set reward came out, they're like, hey, you can spend $100, $150 in order to get this entire set reward guaranteed. After the amount of years I've been getting scammed from 2K, I would take that 100%. So that's also another feature I'd like to see within packs, but I don't know, they probably won't do that. But they probably make so much money off of these gambling packs and just scamming people, they probably won't consider that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for my NBA 2K21 My Team wish list when it comes to just game modes and features. And once again, if you guys wanna see my 2K21 gameplay wish list, definitely do drop a like on this video. If it does get a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying, it gets a lot of likes, I'll definitely bring that to y'all. And in the comment section, man, get active. Let me know what you guys are trying to see in 2K21 My Team, because I think after this year, we need some changes. You know what I'm saying? We need some complete changes. There was just a lot of the same stuff from 2K19. We need to see a lot different in 2K21 in order for this game mode to be enticing the entire way through. But yeah, man, that's pretty much gonna do in this one. Once again, I'm gonna be reading the comments, man. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. I will catch you on the next one, though. Peace.